What if I told you the water you drink every day could be your most powerful ally for healing and manifestation? It sounds wild, right? But the truth they don't want you to know is that water is far more than just H2O. It's a conscious entity, and you can communicate with it. In the next few minutes, you'll discover how to tap into this ancient, hidden power. Plus, I'll reveal the forgotten technique that can literally reprogram your reality through water. Most people have no idea about this. They just turn on the tap. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's dive into how to program water for healing and manifestation. Section 1. The setup. Ancient civilizations understood this. Think about it. The Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans. Water was sacred. They built temples around springs. They revered rivers. Why? Because they knew water held a special energy. It wasn't just for drinking or bathing. It was for connecting, for healing, for understanding the universe. But this knowledge was suppressed. It was hidden, lost to time, or so they wanted us to believe. Picture this. You're standing by a crystal-clear mountain stream. The sun is setting, casting a warm golden glow. You can hear the gentle murmur of the water flowing over smooth stones. You dip your hands in. It's cool, refreshing, alive. You feel a deep sense of peace wash over you. This isn't just water, it's a conduit. It's been a conduit for millennia. Consider the story of Dr. Masaru Emoto. He was a Japanese researcher. He studied water. In 1994, in Tokyo, Japan, he began a groundbreaking experiment. He collected water samples from all over the world. He froze them. Then he observed their crystalline structures under a microscope. What he found was astonishing. Water exposed to positive words like love or gratitude formed beautiful, intricate ice crystals, but water exposed to negative words like hate or you fool formed distorted, ugly structures. It was like the water was listening. It was responding. This was documented proof that water could be influenced by thought and emotion. This changes everything you thought you knew about water. But that's not even the strangest part. Stop. Think about this for a second. The water inside your own body. It's the same water. Your cells are bathed in this liquid. What are you telling that water? What are you telling your own body? Most people have no idea they're constantly broadcasting thoughts. They're broadcasting emotions into their own water. And that water is shaping their reality. It's shaping their health, their happiness, their success. This is a powerful, often terrifying realization, but it's also incredibly empowering. You have the ability to change this. You can start today. Remember this detail, it'll be important later. Water remembers. It holds the imprint of everything it's exposed to. Think about that. What imprints are you leaving? Section 2. The deepening scientists accidentally discovered something similar, but they buried it. They didn't want us to know. In the mid-20th century, during the Cold War, governments were desperate. They were looking for any edge, any advantage. MK Ultra is a famous example. But there were others. One project, codenamed Stargate, explored psychic phenomena, remote viewing, telekinesis, and yes, they looked at water. Declassified documents reveal research into water's memory. They explored how intentions could be imprinted onto water. They wanted to weaponize it, or at least understand it. One case involved a man named John Smith. Let's call him that for privacy. This was in the late 1970s, in a research facility in Nevada. Smith claimed he could influence water with his mind. He was tested rigorously. He was placed in controlled environments. He was asked to focus on a beaker of water. He was instructed to imbue it with a specific intention. He focused on making the water calm. The results? The water showed reduced molecular activity. It was like it had been tranquilized. Then he was asked to make it, quote, energetic. The water's molecular activity increased. It vibrated. This was documented. This was real. But it was deemed too dangerous, or too unbelievable. The findings were suppressed. The project was shut down. This information was almost lost forever. Why? Because if people knew they could influence their own bodies with intention, they wouldn't need certain things. This changes everything you thought you knew about health and wellness. You've probably felt this yourself. Have you ever noticed how a glass of water tastes different when you're stressed? Or how a sip of water from a special place feels more refreshing? You're not crazy for thinking that. Your body already knows this. It's your intuition. It's your inner knowing. The water within you is responding to your emotional state. It's a direct link. We're talking about quantum mechanics here. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. Water is a highly receptive medium for this energy. It acts like a biological antenna. It picks up on your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and it broadcasts those signals throughout your entire system. This is the hidden truth behind so many ancient healing practices. They understood the power of intention, the power of focused thought, the power of sacred water rituals. Think about the story of Sarah. She lived in Chicago, Illinois. It was around 2010. She was suffering from chronic fatigue. Doctors couldn't help her. She'd tried everything. One day she stumbled upon an old book. It spoke of blessing water, of imbuing it with healing energy. She was skeptical, but desperate. She took a glass of filtered water. She held it in her hands. She closed her eyes. She pictured herself healthy and vibrant. She focused all her energy on that image. She whispered words of healing. "You are healthy. You are strong." She drank the water. She did this every morning for a month. What happened? Her fatigue began to lift. Slowly at first. Then, more noticeably, within 3 months, she felt completely restored. She said it was like the water woke up my own body's healing power. This is a paradigm shift. It's not about external cures. It's about internal activation. You are the activator. The water is the medium. Remember this detail, it'll be important later. The intention is key. It's not just about saying words, it's about feeling the energy. Wait. Let that sink in. You can literally communicate with the water in your body and tell it what to do. This is the power hidden in plain sight. Section 3. The evidence. This is where it gets really mind-blowing. We're talking about documented cases that defy conventional science. Consider the work of a researcher named Dr. Beverly Rubik. She's a biophysicist. She studied the subtle energy fields of living systems. In the early 1990s, she conducted studies at Princeton University. She investigated the effects of human intention on biological systems. One experiment involved a sample of human blood. It was placed in a controlled environment. A person was asked to focus healing intentions on the blood sample. The blood sample showed increased levels of cellular energy. It was like it was being revitalized by thought alone. This connects directly to water. Blood is mostly water. Your body is over 60% water. If intention can energify blood cells, imagine what it can do to the water within you. Have you ever noticed how certain drinks just make you feel better? Not just hydrated, but truly energized? You're probably sensing the subtle energy imprints. The hidden pattern is this: consciousness influences matter. And water is one of the most responsive forms of matter. This is the deeper truth. You're not just drinking water. You're absorbing information. You're absorbing energy. Let me tell you about Michael. He lived in Austin, Texas. It was 2015. Michael was struggling with severe anxiety. He'd tried therapy. He'd tried medication. Nothing really helped long term. He heard about water programming from a friend. He decided to try it. He took a large bottle of water. He wrote his intention on a piece of paper. Peace. He taped it to the bottle. He held the bottle every morning. He focused on the feeling of deep peace. He visualized calm energy flowing into the water. He drank from that bottle throughout the day. He said it felt like I was drinking pure calm. Within a few weeks, his anxiety began to dissipate. It wasn't a sudden cure. It was a gradual shift. He felt more grounded, more centered. He attributed it to the water. It was like the water absorbed my intention and gave it back to me. This is the evidence. This is the connection. It's all linked. The ancient wisdom, the suppressed research, your own experience. If you're still watching, you're probably sensing something deeper. You're recognizing the truth in these words. Your water remembers. Your body listens. You have the power to influence your own biology. This is not magic. This is physics. Subtle physics. It's the science of consciousness interacting with matter. And water is the perfect bridge. This changes everything you thought you knew about self-healing. It's not about fighting your body. It's about partnering with it. And the water is your primary partner. Remember this detail. It'll be important later. Consistency is crucial. Small, consistent actions create big results. What if you could consciously direct your body's internal water to heal, to repair, to manifest? The potential is limitless. Stop. Think about this. You're not just passively existing, you're actively creating. With every sip of water, this is a critical realization. Section 4, the revelation. Here's the biggest secret. The core of it all. Water doesn't just hold memory, it holds consciousness, and it can be programmed like a biological computer. You are the programmer. Your intention is the code. The water molecules are the processors. Ancient texts describe this as living water, water that carries divine information. What they don't want you to know is that this isn't some mystical fantasy. It's a tangible, scientific reality. Scientists accidentally discovered this when studying consciousness fields. They found that focused human intention can alter the vibrational frequency of water. This altered frequency then influences the water's structure and properties. And since your body is mostly water, it directly impacts your physical and mental state. This changes everything about manifestation. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about infusing your intentions into the very medium of your being. So, how do you do it? It's simple but profound. Here are 3 specific steps. Step 1. Choose your water wisely. Start with good quality water. Filtered or spring water is best. Avoid tap water if possible, as it often carries energetic imprints from the municipal system. Hold the water in your hands. Feel its temperature, its weight. Step 2. Imprint your intention. This is the crucial step. You need to be clear and focused. Choose a specific outcome. Healing, abundance, peace. Hold the water, close your eyes. Visualize your intention, as if it's already real. Feel the emotions associated with it. Speak your intention out loud or in your mind. Be specific. This water carries the energy of perfect health for me. This water brings me financial abundance. This water fills me with deep peace. Use powerful, positive affirmations. Step 3. Drink and absorb. Drink the water slowly. Be mindful with every sip. As you drink, imagine the programmed water flowing through your body. Visualize it reaching every cell, imprinting your intention everywhere. Feel the energy. Feel the change happening. Do this consistently, every day, multiple times a day. This is the forgotten technique, the ancient method made new. It's a direct pathway to reprogramming your reality. Your body already knows this. It's how it functions. It's about consciously directing the process. Remember Michael's story? He used this. Remember Sarah? She used this. This is not a theory. These are documented cases. The veil is lifting. More and more people are waking up to this. They don't want you to know because this makes you powerful. It makes you self-sufficient. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. This is your birthright, the ability to influence your own reality. This is the bridge between the physical and the energetic, between your thoughts and your results. The water is the messenger. You are the sender. What are you sending? Are you sending messages of illness or wellness? Are you sending messages of lack or abundance? The choice is yours. And it starts with the water. This is the ultimate form of self-care. This is the ultimate form of manifestation. Wait, let that sink in. You have the power to program your own internal water for healing and manifestation. This is the truth they don't want you to know. Section 5. The closing. So we've explored how water is far more than just a liquid. It's a conscious entity, a memory keeper, a powerful ally. Ancient civilizations knew this. Suppressed research confirms this. And now, you know this too. You can program water for healing. You can program water for manifestation. It's about intention, focus, and consistency. The implications are profound. You hold the key to transforming your health, your mindset, and your life. Have you ever felt a strange connection to a particular body of water? A lake, an ocean, even a simple glass of water? That's your intuition telling you something. It's your body recognizing the energetic properties of water. You've learned the 3 simple steps. Choose your water, imprint your intention, drink and absorb. Start small, be consistent, trust the process. And if you think that's incredible, wait until you learn about the next level. What if I told you that certain sounds and frequencies can amplify water's programming capabilities even further? That specific geometric shapes can create powerful energetic vortexes in water? This is just the beginning. The universe is communicating with you constantly, and water is one of its clearest voices. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to speak back? And if you're ready to unlock even more of this hidden knowledge, make sure you subscribe. Because next time, we're diving into the secret language of crystals and how they amplify your water programming. You won't want to miss it. What profound intention will you program into your water today?